A new report released this morning reveals nearly 20,000 people were treated for injuries between 2019 and 2021 because they were hurt by a TV or a piece of furniture that tipped over on top of them. For moms and dads watching this morning, or grandparents, aunts and uncles, you should know that 88% of the deaths that occurred in tip-overs involved a child under the age of 5. Karla Crossswhite is with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, is joining us live via Zoom this morning. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Jen. Thanks for having me.
So we know that CPSC just released these new findings. I'm holding them here, which indicate TVs are the biggest culprit. What kind of injuries are most common?
Well, again, Jen, thanks for having me here. Yes, it's Super Bowl time. We know that people are going to be gathering with family and friends. People are purchasing new TVs during this time so they can watch the big game. So we're taking this time now to remind everyone who is going to be gathering and purchasing new TVs to make sure you have an anchoring kit. Make sure you anchor your TVs and your big furniture to the wall. Anchoring kits are relatively inexpensive. You can get one for less than $20. It takes less than 20 minutes to install. You don't have to be a handyman to do it. Think of it as a seat belt for your furniture and TVs. So this small effort, Jen, can go a long way in preventing these tragedies, as you have mentioned some of the numbers. So again, we encourage everyone, if it hasn't come with your furniture that you purchased or your TV, you can go to your local hardware store and purchase one. So that's what we're encouraging people to do now and always.
Well, and particularly if you're hosting a party and, younger children they're not used to having in the house are coming over. I mean, the reality is, I'm not sure if you're a parent, but having had mine, you just turn your head for a minute and next thing you know, they're climbing up because there's something on top of the furniture where the TV is or something near the TV that has attracted their attention and they're trying to reach at that child. Is that oftentimes what ends up happening here too? Because it's not necessarily when moms and dads are awake either. This sometimes happens when kids get up in the middle of the night.
You're absolutely right, Jen. Kids will be kids. They're curious. They love to climb. The house is like a jungle gym to them. So exactly. So that's part of what we're also trying to remind parents. Don't put things that are going to attract a young child to climb up a dresser or a bookcase. Remote controls, their favorite toys, their juice boxes. Keep all that stuff away and off of furniture so they won't be tempted to climb. That's very, very important. And as you said, a lot of these incidents happen even when the parents are supervising, even when they're watching. We actually have a PSA. I encourage your viewers to head over to our website and watch it. It's called Even When You're Watching, because again, it happens so quickly. The kid is climbing up the bookcase or a piece of furniture and it tips over. It happens very, very quickly. So again, anchoring that furniture will help go a long way in preventing that sort of tragedy.
And of course, we just assume that this is never going to happen to us. But if you think about a dresser as an example, I mean, it's basically these kids are really just amazing at how they can create a ladder system or rungs by just opening up each one of the shelves and using that to inch their way too high and in an area where it's top heavy and it comes right over and can really, really hurt them.
It can kill them. And unfortunately, as you had mentioned, over the past decade, there are nearly 600 fatalities. And sadly, about 88% of those deaths are children under 5.
Thank you for your time this morning. Such an important message for our viewers to help protect them and their families. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.